is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you on a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with that quick video. We're going to talk about the Brooklyn Nets taking a loss on Wilson Chandler, a guy that they signed, and they feel like he can be an integral part of their team, being the guy that can defend multiple positions, give you a little scoring in transition, give you some three-point shooting, a veteran that has played with some of these players and really knew his role, and they looked at him as a great piece as a role player coming into the offseason. They was able to attain him, and it's disappointing that he opts out of going because I'd rather have Wilson Chandler than Justin Anderson, but just we really don't know why he did it yet, but the fact that he had to do his best for him, and he is going to be a guy that I believe can stay in the league for a couple more years, and you don't want to risk the family, you don't really want to risk the injury, and they're not going to win the title anyway because they don't have their two best players, Kyrie and Kevin Durant, playing for them this season and in the playoffs, really. It's an unfortunate situation because I feel like the Nets was a fun team to watch. I felt like they was interesting. I really wanted to see who was going to go out there and play their best basketball, just because with no Kyrie and Kevin Durant, that means a lot of guys is going to step up. A lot of guys is going to get a lot of more opportunity, and it's the playoffs. So a lot of people are going to be watching because they will be going against the number 2 seed or the number 1 seed, depending on how these 8 games go out. And a lot of guys like Harris and Dinwiddie, who have shown that they can play, who has already got extensions on their contracts, they are known as guys, even Jared Allen, that the Brooklyn Nets may package together to get that third star to go alongside Kyrie and Kevin Durant. But they can increase their stock just because there's going to be more opportunity, more minutes. Plus, they're going to be in the playoffs. Plus, they're going to need people to step up. And I would think that Wilson Chandler will want to play in that circumstance because his value has went down a little bit because of injuries and the fact that he has become more of a 7th, 8th, or ninth guy on a good team. And I thought that this would allow him to basically reinvent himself a little bit, show a little bit more at his age, and instead he chose to opt out, which is his decision. But it does help Justin Anderson, a guy that was on this roster, a guy that's fighting for the longevity that Wilson Chandler has already had so far in the league, and it's mainly because he can shoot. He is a guy that can play the game of basketball, and he is a young guy that's hungry, that has that chip on his shoulder, that's trying to get in the league and continue to stay in this league for a couple more years and as long as he can. And this is a good opportunity for him just because he fighting to stay. He's literally fighting to be in the league at this point. And I wasn't even considering, when you look at the free agents that was available, I wasn't thinking Justin Anderson will be one of those guys that will get picked up. I expected the Brewers and the Trey Burks and the Cody Zellers, because they have shown that they can be productive players in this league. They have shown that they can play a great role on decent teams or even on a team already in this league, coming off the bench and playing as a support role. Justin Anderson doesn't really get meaningful quality minutes anymore at this point of his career. And at age 26, you're looking for some type of stability. You're looking for some type of way to be consistently eating in this league instead of getting picked up, getting dropped, getting picked up, getting dropped, getting picked up and getting dropped. And you really don't know where you're going to be at 10 days from now with the 10-day contracts, or even 2 to 3 months from now after you do get picked up. And it's unfortunate, but that's the ugly side of the business. Teams going to try to get the best players they can get. They're going to try to gather the best talent that they can get usually. And Justin Anderson is really not as proven as he might think he would be, but it still is a blessing in disguise that Wilson Chandler left, because now he can slide in and possibly get 5 to 15 minutes depending on how things go. and actually show that he belongs in the league for a couple more years. And guys need those type of opportunities and those type of chances. And honestly, if Wilson Chandler stayed on this team, I don't know if Justin Anderson gets picked up from somebody else because he's been free for a long time, and the only team that picked him up was the Nets, who have already had him before. So it makes sense that they went with a guy they knew. They made sense that they go with a guy they understand and know his play style and know how he fits within the offense and within the team, even though the team is a little different than it was a couple months ago, even a year ago. But at least you know how he is as a person and as a player, and you know how he contributes to a team. So it makes sense from the Nets' perspective. Get a guy that's proven. Get a guy that's hungry. Get a guy that literally can give you a wing spot field. And one thing a lot of teams are looking for is decent wings. And Justin Anderson, you can make an argument, is solid at best. He's an NBA player to me, even though he's fighting to stay in the league is unfortunate. But this is a guy that was the 21st pick by Dallas. He is a forward. He is a legitimate NBA player. I know that he didn't shoot high percentage from three in Dallas, in Philly, and not even in Atlanta or Brooklyn. But when you look at the attempts, he's not really getting up a good enough attempts besides when he was in Philly, but he didn't really shoot above 36%. So he never showed that he was great as a three-point shooter. He shot decent from the field considering that he's not getting enough field goal attempts to really, make a big deal out of it. And, it's unfortunate that we really don't know what he is because of his position in the league. And I know he's just looking at it like this is just an opportunity. This is something that I needed to continue my career. And this is just another step to where I have to take to get me to where my big picture is at the end of the day. So I look at him as a hustler. I look at him as a guy that is going to try to take this opportunity, make the best out of it, hold his head up high, and keep going until he can really get a chance to really prove again that he belongs to be in this league for another couple years. But other than that, I look at Justin Anderson as a guy that can get out in transition, knock down some shots from time to time, create just a little bit off the dribble. And even though I don't see him getting a lot of minutes, regardless of where this team is at, it is better than having nothing. And that's what the Nets are looking at. This is better than having nobody because once Wilson Chandler decided to leave, he opened up. When he decided to opt out, he opened up that space, and now they're going to fill it with a player that they know they can do. But when you look at this roster, they got Torian Prince, who's going to get the bulk of those minutes. You got Joe Harris, who's going to get some of those minutes. You got Kurucs, who has shown that he can play multiple positions. He's going to get minutes. You still do have Karis LeVert. You still got Garrett Temple, I believe, on this roster. So you still got some wings. You add Tyler Johnson. You can play Dinwiddie at the two from time to time if his jump shot is going. He can be a threat off the dribble, as we know, getting to the basket, knocking down shots. But, I like this pickup. I feel like it's better than nothing. I feel like he fills a void that may be left if an injury happens. You always want to have one man up. So if somebody go down, you have somebody that you can rely on, somebody that you know can get the job done or at least do something that you gave them the job for. And that's what's good about having Justin Anderson. But other than that, that's about it. Justin Anderson, a lot of people not going to care about it. A lot of people not even going to notice that he got picked up. A lot of people probably don't even know who he is. They don't know his game. They don't watch his game. He don't even play besides usually in garbage time or somebody get injured. But it still is something to be living out your dreams, playing in the NBA, still having a chance to be in the NBA, which a lot of people want already. And at least he has that opportunity right now with the Nets. And hopefully he does his thing. Hopefully he does get a chance to play. And if that's the case, maybe he can be another year that people see him as a different type of player or see him as a guy that's interesting to them. And they just pick him up, just like the Nets just did. But other than that, I'd rather have Wilson Chandler. I'm disappointed that he's gone. But they're not really going to do much anyway. They're not really going to go that far. And even if they do lock up a playoff spot, they're going to win one game, maybe sweep, just because they don't play enough defense. They're not good enough offensively. And without Kyrie, they don't have guys that can reliably get high-quality buckets when double-teamed or trapped. I know Dinwiddie and Karras can get hot. I know Dinwiddie and Karras can win you a game if their shots are falling because they can, create and get to the basket and get to the free throw line and knock down shots. But is really no big thing. Winning one game really don't matter if you don't win the series. The goal is to win the series, and I just don't see them winning any. But hope is for next year you get your two superstars back, your two pillars back, and then you can just figure out the rest as free agency and the summer goes on, and just prepare for a better, different, enticing season in 2021, and see if you can be one of those championship contenders around that time. And hopefully they can stay healthy, something that they haven't been the last 2, 3 years, and something that Kyrie and Kevin Durant has to prove again after they just took the major injuries. But I think they'll be fine in my personal opinion. But other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, like the video. If you like the video, thanks for love and support. Also, share. That helps the channel grow. Not only that, got merchandise, like I said in the beginning of the video, for sale, depending on what you want to buy. I got it on Facebook too. Not only that, I make videos just like this each and every day. I try to make a video every day for you guys, and you guys watch it. You guys love it. That's all that really matters to me. And also, that's the reason why I continue to make videos. But if you like this, I make discussions. I talk about free agency, trade deadline. Also, make videos about, season previews, rookie, summer league. I do break down footage of real players and legends and rookies, even in summer league. And I also do playoff predictions, which is going to be coming up if the season do continue and the playoffs do happen. I will have that covered. So if you love basketball, you can't get enough of it, this is the channel for you, and I'm going to continue to feed you. I have over 1,000 videos, so you have a lot to check out and watch before you decide to subscribe and become part of the family. Other than that, Coin Wade, basketball analysis, I'm gone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your Sunday, and hopefully I'll be back with y'all with another video Monday, which I plan on doing. And if you're not subscribed, that's the reason for you to subscribe. And other than that, enjoy the rest of y'all day. Back to work.